we go.
All right, welcome back.
Well, welcome.
We are back with MMA Ed Podcast, and class is in. I'm here with my boy Ro,
What up, what up?
and we are now visited by my boy Sean, who's also in the game. Loves MMA.
Yes, sir.
So, let's get into it, Ro. You ready?
So right now we're watching the Poirier McGregor fight, UFC 264.
Just going back over it. This is a good card. It was a good card.
It's a heavily disputed card, seeing as the way it ended.
So I'm watching it for the first time, so I'm probably not gonna talk at all because I wasn't able to watch it at all because I had to work. So you guys,
come on, bro.
you guys don't. I already know what happened. You can spoil me, whatever.
You got some
But
questions.
I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna.
I know you got some questions.
You'll at least see a live reaction while you guys are talking while I see this fight. So.
Well, should we just spoil it for him then?
No, I already know what happened. I already know. I already saw
Let's
what
talk about
happened.
the other stuff. Let's talk about Max Griffin and Condit. That was a good fight.
It was a good fight. It didn't go the way I wanted it to go.
Did not go the way we wanted to.
I
go.
definitely was a huge Carlos Condit fan, and I guess it was more of a biased decision of why I
Was
went.
that? Did it end in a knockout or how did it end?
No, it ended in a decision.
Yeah,
Max
yeah.
Griffin kind of squeaked by.
Was it close or was it kind of like?
It honestly could have went either way. I guess I can definitely
Kinda got
see
in
how
some good shots,
Max
man.
Griffin
Was it
won.
a good fight to watch though? Like,
It was a very good fight. to
Yeah.
watch. I enjoyed it. I think
Like it's definitely a feather in Max Griffin's cap.
it didn't deserve the judgment it got. Let's keep
No,
it
it definitely was not a unanimous decision.
Alright.
Like the judging in the night was kind of all fucking wonky.
It was all off. It
'Cause
was all fucked.
The unanimous decisions were actually split decisions, or should have been split, and the split decisions should have been unanimous decisions.
Right.
So it was all over the fucking place, which goes back to our like
Never got into a
experience.
fight in their life. Let's keep it real. A lot of these judges have never gotten into one fight in their entire lives.
Like, I would respect them even more if they took like a karate class when they were fucking in high school or something. But these people who are like probably like accountants or something, they don't know shit.
Justin was ready though. I'll give him that. He was ready.
Yeah, Dustin. I definitely was not going for Dustin McGregor. I am definitely on that
I
McGregor
think
train.
we were both on the McGregor train yesterday.
Like if it didn't,
We're gonna talk a lot of shit too, right? Coming up.
But yeah, it was a different. It was
Oh, yeah.
old McGregor.
he was back
Oh,
to
McGregor?
he was back to vintage McGregor, which I really liked.
We'll see in just this. But yeah, I feel like that Condit landed a lot of good shots. Going back to that fight, I feel like Condit landed a lot of good shots. I do feel Max Griffin outfought him overall, ground game and stand up.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, Max Griffin was eating up his legs in the first round.
and that's why I could even if it was by unanimous decision, I would have thought at least one judge would have seen it
Yeah. Like the
a little bit closer than the rest, because it just seemed like it was an overall sweep.
like after he abandoned the leg kicks in the second round, like it became more of a closer fight
Right,
because Carlos
right.
Condit was finding his distance and he was like
And
starting
that
to
was
pick him
actually
apart.
that was something I was impressed by with Max. The leg kick.
Oh yeah,
in the first
he
first
was
round.
and he was calf kicking both legs.
Yeah, definitely inside and out. He also made it so.
But, Like as we're watching the McGregor Poirier fight, like seeing like vintage McGregor opening up with kicks, not in that heavy boxing stance anymore, like the second fight,
Right.
which I was hoping for. Like
Well, yeah, because it was his more unpredictable style.
Well, yeah, because he wasn't so heavy on his lead leg.
Wasn't so formal karate stance. Legs bent.
But Poirier was like he was defending pretty well. He was getting tagged here and there. But I think the things would have started going more. I think it would have started going more McGregor's way as the fight went on in the later rounds. Or I think 2 and 3. Once it went to 4 and 5, that's when I think McGregor would have been like really winded.
It would have been an issue.
Like his cardio would have been a factor.
It would have become a serious factor. I agree.
So you think he would have lost anyways?
Don't know. We don't know if it would have made it.
I think if it went to round 2, like I think McGregor would have made his adjustments, and then started picking Poirier apart.
First round. Wow. Okay.
But I think McGregor's made the bad decision of jumping on a guillotine here.
Definitely. This was where he made a mistake.
And the fact that when he jumped in the guillotine, he didn't wrap up Poirier's legs, so Poirier was just able to get out of it real quick.
Well, kudos to Poirier for going to the wrestling and going to the ground game.
See right here,
because he knew that was a weakness.
Mm-hmm.
And you see how he lifts his hips up? He knows where he is.
Yeah, and McGregor wasn't able to control his body by wrapping up
Those
his
Those
legs.
toes.
Oh,
Even then,
What a guy.
he should have locked his legs. He wouldn't have had that problem.
Yeah,
but because he didn't drop down right, he dropped down wrong. Those legs were free.
Yeah, McGregor's never had a strong ground game though. You know what I'm saying?
He has a decent ground game. It's just he's
but,
never
yeah,
really
but decent
been,
isn't good.
He's not other than fighting
Yeah,
Diaz.
but I feel like he's good. Like he has defense. He's good defensively, but offensively, I don't think that's the strong suit for him. Like I don't look at McGregor and I'm like, oh, he'll fucking submit the guy. I'm looking at him. He's gonna fucking knock him out.
He's definitely a guy who's more. He has a ground game to where he's able to stand up.
Yeah,
get back to where he's
more defensive.
where he's stronger at. Like when he was.
But even right here, you can see he's fighting. This is my point.
Yeah,
it wasn't like he was sitting here on his butt, taking it.
Yeah.
There was fight left in him.
True.
And even what I liked about this was it got gritty because Poirier answered.
Yeah, but this is almost like the same thing that happened when he fought Chad Mendes. Mendes was on top for a lot of that fight, just laying down elbows, and he ended up like knocking out Chad Mendes.
As a matter of fact, I think that was in the second.
I think it was like the 3rd or 4th round.
So I know Chad went longer than the first. I want to say it was the 2nd or 3rd.
Because McGregor's no slouch on the ground. Like, he knows what he's doing. But he's definitely not a...
So wait, I'm looking for the grab of the gloves. Are you seeing this?
I saw... There was someone freeze frame where he was... I guess he was putting his fingers in Poirier's gloves to pull him down to do an up kick, supposedly.
Ooh.
But I can also see that McGregor was trying to grab his wrist and his fingers might have slipped into the glove.
Yeah.
That is also something that might have happened.
Well, even in that up kick exchange, I saw just a lot of wildness where he was trying to up kick. He wasn't look. It doesn't look like he was skilled enough to look to put his fingers in the glove.
Yeah.
So, like you said, if anything, it could have been an accident.
Well, I think a lot of it is just like trying to survive and keep Poirier at bay.
But also trying to attack at the same time.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. It could have been an easy slip. It's not like the gloves are that tight to begin with in that sense. That's why they tape.
Oh, right there. See, he's grabbing the gloves.
Yeah, I see that.
And this is where things go fucking horribly wrong. Right
Ooh!
there. Right there. Man. The thing that...
Yeah, so the
like, I understand
fight
it's a
got called
fight.
out, so he...
No, the time ran out.
Oh, the time ran out.
The time ran out. So he didn't actually get stopped.
His anger,
so the fact that...
But he knew he was fucked.
The fact that it went
right there. Yeah, you see?
This should have been a no contest, not a TKO.
I fucking can't, dude. My fucking foot's...
And that's what shady. This should have been a no contest by all means.
And the fact is, like, Poirier saw him fucking go down. Like, I understand you don't stop unless the ref stops you, but, like, as a fighter, he's like, you see someone fucking break their ankle, like...
And that's what I'm saying. I think there's a chance he didn't see it.
Like, the fucking guy screamed in pain and fell on his ass. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if you screamed in pain, that could have been a number of things. That could have been something internal.
True.
That could have been something in the knee. Poirier wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? All he did, like you said, all he probably saw was him scream.
Like it was, I
go
guess,
down. And at that point,
it's
I'm
understandable.
like,
It's not like a obvious break like the Chris Weidman one.
especially if it is something that's on the internal. Like if it's something like you twist it the wrong way and you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. There are those times where people have the drop foot and they just fall.
Those weird back spasms.
But I respect McGregor because as soon as this happens, he's on the ground.
He's not gonna force himself, right? Yeah, he's not gonna.
But he's like already trying to sell the fucking fourth fight.
Whoa!
Yeah, like he was stepping on all bones.
His ankle's like dislocated.
That thing was folded in half.
He like dislocated it.
Oh,
right
dislocated.
there,
I think it's
What?
no, look at that.
Yep, he was.
It's because his foot rolled. His foot rolled on the mat and like slipped.
And then it was all
It's like
rubber
slipped.
after that. It was rubber after that.
It's like it rolls and then slip. Oh! He went peg leg.
Yep. See, he screamed in fucking pain. And
Yeah. See, he
That's what I'm saying. I don't
hyperextended his tendon. It's like stretched out right now.
I don't even know if Poirier
Well, look at
actually
this.
noticed.
He's already starting to sell the fourth fight, which is,
Right.
I respect.
Which
like,
is it's smart. It's
yeah,
smart.
It
though.
is smart.
Like he's like his cauliflower ears open and shit.
Well, that got open during the ground and pound. When
Yeah,
he
but
was
still
on
his
the ground.
cauliflower ear. That's gross.
Oh yeah.
That's like pus and like.
Well, that's why it's hanging like that.
Yeah, that's what
why
I'm saying. It's cartilage.
That's why the blood won't drip.
It's like cartilage.
That's pus.
It's all pus and shit.
And like, apparently Dana White already said that they're gonna have a rematch.
They have to
because of the way it ended.
This is a booty ass fight.
Yeah.
But look at there was a lot of animosity at the end of this fight.
Oh, yeah.
There was a whole lot of
I mean,
animosity.
like that's why Poirier's happy he
And
won
pissed
because
on
there's
the
a lot
people in
there was
this
a lot of shit fighting. So no matter what, he's like that's like karma or whatever. Like whatever, however he's selling it in his mind, he won, dude. A win's a win in his book. You know?
Pretty
Well, I think
Because the way he ended the fight, for him, he must have felt like the ref stopped it.
yeah.
You know, even though the bell rang, he still like came in and
I foresee McGregor appealing this though to make it a no contest.
most likely.
There are some other good fights in the night though. We gotta tell them about Michelle Pereira.
Oh, Michelle Pereira and Nico Price was.
That was a good one.
I think.
That was a grinder.
Did they make that
went
fight
at
of the
it.
night?
I don't
Or
think
was-
they got fight of the night.
They
No.
did, okay, they didn't make it.
If
fight
I'm
of the night.
correct, I think Sugar Shane
Sugar Sean. Yeah,
Sugar Sean O'Malley.
and
we can talk
Yeah.
about that fight too.
Yeah, you said that one went all the
Sugar
way.
Sean
went all
is
the
it
way,
Sugar
basically.
Sean? Yeah, I
Sugar
forget
Sean,
his
yeah.
name now.
O'Malley, I feel like just got fed an easy fight. Like it, I don't know.
What's happened to our boy Cosma?
He's next. He's coming up against.
You know Cosma?
He's coming up against a very tough.
I'm happy he's coming back because he was a good prospect.
He's been out for a while. He was his last fight. No, he hasn't been in a fight.
No,
right?
he's on a
he's still on the record, right?
yeah he's on.
Because he was supposed to fight Uriah Hall, right? And that never happened.
Yeah, he's supposed to fight Uriah Hall. I think
Never
there was talks about him wanting to fight Darren Till.
That'd be good.
And I think he was supposed to fight even.
Oh, and he's ranked.
Who?
His next opponent is ranked.
Yeah. I think Chimaev
Jing Liang Li.
He can be a future champ. He's a tough motherfucker.
This is the guy. This is his next opponent right here.
This is Lee.
Jing Liang Li. The Leech.
Oh, have you seen this guy on some fight nights and stuff? He's okay.
This is definitely gonna be like a good test for him, because this guy's on a win streak too, right?
Well,
Yeah, but he's not gonna.
18
Cosma,
wins,
bro.
6 losses. He's
I'm looking
won.
at him and I'm just seeing how Cosma is, dude.
His latest loss was
Yeah.
against Neil Magny, which we know was by unanimous decision because Neil Magny doesn't really knock people out. He just out fights them.
He just kicks your ass.
Yeah, he kicks their ass.
Oh, he lost.
But he won. He beat Santiago. I'm not gonna try that.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
not
He
gonna
knocked him
try
out. Was it
Ponzinibbio.
Montenegro? Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, he won. He's more. I mean, I wouldn't say. First of all, he's ranked number 12.
That's still. A
But he's still tough enough to be
because
ranked.
Khamzat's not even ranked, right?
Right, and his
plus
last
he's-
opponents weren't ranked.
He's been out for a while because he had COVID and COVID issues, and like he's been having trouble getting back in the game.
So that's what's being going on with him.
Yes. Because
he was on like that fighting every other week.
Because he tested positive for COVID.
Yeah.
And then he tested negative, but he was having like issues from the COVID or something like that.
Mm.
I think it was like breathing issues and whatnot.
Okay.
Well, I still wanted him to go. I'm gonna keep it real. I wanted to see him in Leon Edwards or somebody high ranked. But I will deal with.
I think Kamzat would beat Leon Edwards.
I hate to say it, but I think it would happen too.
Because I don't think Leon Edwards has the power to put away Kamzat. And Kamzat's a big guy. He's a big dude for 170.
Dude, did you tell him that Michel Pierre pulled off he backflipped onto a dude?
So
Who?
So Nico Price was on the ground, and Nico Price did a backflip to a mount.
No, not Nico Price.
Okay.
I mean, Michel Pereira did a backflip to a mount on Nico Price, which was pretty amazing.
But he landed on his face.
Because everyone that watched it...
Oh, so that's disqualified?
No.
He didn't knock him out?
No.
But isn't that like, that's like a point though, like, cause
No.
It
was uncontrolled.
It was uncontrolled. So
it wasn't like it was intentional.
Is that how that works though? It's like if it's uncontrolled.
It was kind of and that's what we were talking about yesterday.
He still decided to jump.
Because if you like try to intentionally stomp on someone's face, like that's
different.
Obviously a point deduction or a disqualification.
He backflip can improve movement and position, so it's different.
Okay.
Because he wasn't backflipping to kick him in the face.
So he kicked him in the face, and then he got mount. And
he started wailing mount and started wailing on him.
Okay.
So they let it go.
But then Nico Price ended up coming back.
Really? Oh, so he didn't knock him out? Oh.
Yeah, he started coming back in the rounds 2 and 3, but Michel Pereira still won that fight by decision. Which I was surprised because I thought Nico Price did enough to come back.
I mean, that backflip must have been enough to be like, wow, look at this guy.
Well, Michel Pereira's always been like that fighter.
I'm going to keep it real. That fight should have been a split decision. And it was unanimous. But that was what we were talking about in terms of the judges. It was clearly a split decision for the simple fact that Nico Price actually won rounds.
Yeah.
That was the difference. Like, there were rounds that he won.
Okay.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't say rounds, but it was round 2? Round 2 he turned it on and Michel was kind of fun.
Round 2 he came out fucking guns firing.
Yeah.
And then like towards end of 2 into 3 Michel Pereira was baiting.
Look at Jolie.
Your wife's in my DMs.
Your wife's in the DMs.
And apparently McGregor put a post on proving that
does
Jolie was in his DMs.
Does he say it?
It's right here.
You can't.
So Joe Rogan sitting on the ground to do this interview. We watched this a bunch of times, and Dustin Poirier did not check one of those kicks. He may have braced it, but he didn't check any of those kicks.
And I actually I'm actually kind of different. I like both fighters.
Look at Joe Rogan sitting next to him.
I just don't think that he was very accurate.
Joe Rogan's like, I'm gonna get so many Spotify fucking listeners from this.
I like how Joe Rogan was like, let me sit down to this.
Let me get so relatable right here. I'm a fucking fighter too, bro. I ain't in the UFC, but I'm a part of the UFC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, he helped make it.
Oh, look at that slant, dude. His leg's fucked.
Like, honestly, this doesn't take away from his legacy, though.
Oh, not at all. If anything, it enhances it if he can come back.
Your wife's in my DMs.
If he can come back and he can beat Poirier for a fourth fight,
yeah,
that's going to enhance.
I feel like this fight should not count towards anything. This fight should be a no contest.
But I'm sure his camp is going to fight.
I'm
sure his camp is going to fight.
Have to fight it. Yeah.
Because this is ridiculous. Like,
well,
come on, you didn't TKO anything.
Plus, they'll be at number 4 anyway. So like,
but apparently, Poirier immediately gets a title shot against Oliveira. But honestly, I think Oliveira is gonna fucking win that fight.
Well, we know. And if Oliveira kicks his ass, it's just like he's all for nothing.
And this is no disrespect to Dustin, but Oliveira is just a more well-rounded fighter. He's a more experienced fighter. He has.
I think Oliveira turned a corner in his career.
That's all I'm saying. The way he put away Chandler was impressive.
Yeah, like
because Chandler's no slouch, and I think a lot of people, including myself, folks.
Well, just the way even like before that, the way Oliveira fucking destroyed Tony Ferguson.
Right.
Like he manhandled Tony Ferguson for all 3 rounds.
Tony Ferguson.
Like basically, I would say almost broke his fucking arm with that amazing armbar.
And right now, there's only 2 men that I can honestly say have dismantled Tony Ferguson, and that's him and Gaethje.
Yeah, Gaethje's the only other person to dismantle.
But the way that Oliveira did it was so technically sound.
Yeah, it was more.
His coach confirmed that his leg broke. We gotta say something.
Oh, the McGregor?
Huh?
Tibia.
Yeah, he broke his tibia fibia.
Yeah.
He just came out of surgery and everything's fine, but it's just a matter of how long it's going to take to heal. And
Okay, no. Let's get into the juicy gossip of it though, because we got some proof here. We got
our fact checker.
we got our
here.
fact checker and producers over here.
Like apparently,
We got the
like
comments. We got
Jolie
comments.
was in McGregor's DMs though.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get a little gossipy here.
So McGregor talking shit that your wife was in my DMs. Hey baby. Like there was actually a video showing that she was in his DMs. So
Do you have the video? Can you send it to me?
Naughty Jolie, naughty.
I know. I feel like Poirier needs to talk to his wife about that.
It's like some folks
Or
that
his
have a
husband, I mean.
talk. That's naughty, lady.
He's like, I'm out here trying to get you paid, and you
Dirty
fucking
bull,
trying to hook up
dirty
with the guy
bull.
who's trying to pay you.
I know.
I guess she's like, fucking go to the source. No. That's the thing.
Oh yeah.
Look. I'm not trying to judge or anything like that. But I'm just saying, if it's there, just take responsibility for the
Yeah.
shit you do. Like if you did it, you did it.
If it
But
looks
it's gonna
like a
look
duck-
real bad.
If it looks like a duck walks like that.
Poirier,
It's probably a
it's a
fucking duck.
duck. So I'm just saying, Poirier, it's gonna look. Just take responsibility. Even if y'all gotta talk about it later.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
just take responsibility and let's move on.
Like, what are you gonna say after this fucking proof that just came out? Like, what? What
Yeah,
excuses
man.
there?
Can we show that?
No, I didn't want you to show that.
We can't.
I didn't want you to show that.
Show what?
We talked about it. Yeah, guy.
No, the DMs.
Yeah, we show the DMs. Oh, but I said this.
Oh, you were talking
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, I thought you asked me about that.
Sorry.
I'm bringing up the thing.
Right.
Saw something
definitely
behind
are
the scenes
now.
that was freaking hilarious.
We'll edit it out.
Oops.
That was.
Oh, that was great.
But
But
yeah,
the Tuivasa fight though.
Yeah, now I'm not a big. I know I'm not a heavyweight or anything, so I'm watching.
But there are.
But
Well, obviously
I'm so happy that you got knocked the fuck out,
Yeah, like,
Hardy. No, I'm sorry.
the general consensus
Sorry.
is not a lot of people like
Happy.
Greg Hardy.
No, and it's the shit that he talks.
Yeah.
Like it's the shit that he talks and he doesn't really back up.
I was like,
And
bro,
you
you're not as
shouldn't
good as you
really
think you are.
talk that shit if you can't back it up.
And especially after that one time where he was using his asthma inhaler in between rounds, I was like, dude, you can't fucking do that. No one knows what the fuck you have in there.
Cocaine.
Well, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I think that and this is all due respect, I think that his Greg Hardy fighting wise, he's growing and he's actually impressive.
Yeah,
He's an impressive athlete.
You can tell he's
No
an
doubt.
athlete. Well, he's an ex-football player,
But
so
his
he's definitely
attitude,
athletic.
it's his attitude, it's his demeanor that
Yeah.
I think turns people off.
I don't think that he's gonna be a champion. Like he'll definitely be a good fighter, but he'll never be a champion.
Not unless he truly changes his name.
And I think like Tuivasa kind of proved that. Even when he fought Volkov, kind of proved
And
that.
see, I don't know if I would say never be champion, because if he improves his game like he did between that, what fight was that? And this is before his recent losing streak, because let's keep it real, he lost the last two, right?
Yeah. Well, did he lose his last one?
I think he lost the one. Hold
'Cause
on.
he lost to
I'm
Volkov.
gonna confirm it right now, but I'm pretty sure he lost the last two that he fought.
But I don't know. I've always been a Tuivasa fan. It's fucking. Well, I always want that Uso to do good.
Of course, you're partial, but I get it.
Yeah,
I get
it's
it.
a biased decision.
It's a biased decision. It happens. That's why I say I'm always gonna have love for Poirier. He's Cajun.
Oh, that's right.
I'm always gonna have love for Poirier.
That's right.
That's why I kind of, even though, and I say it now, and I know you're gonna hate me for this, Poirier, but as much as I wanted Poirier to win in my heart, but I was looking at the skill set and I was like, Connor's gonna win this fight.
I don't like his self-righteous attitude. That's what I don't like.
Cages could be a little cocky. They could be a
It's like, all right, we get it. Just shut up and fight.
little, and that's what it is. He does come across kind of like.
He has that high and mighty
I'm the
attitude.
best. I'm always gonna be the best.
No, it's like
But it's like when you got dominated by Khabib, it wasn't. It was bad.
Like he looks
It
at
was
himself
bad.
in the mirror, and while he's fucking, like, yeah, I'm the best.
a fucking like American Psycho, just like flexing in the mirror while fucking. It's like, yeah.
I got this. I know this.
But honestly, I think Oliveira's gonna work Poirier. I think Oliveira's turned a corner in his career, and he's too good for a lot of people in that lightweight division.
I agree. I wouldn't say everybody because I'm gonna keep it real. I still think that he has a lot of competition.
Oh yeah,
He has to
I
clean up the
think
division.
Gaethje would definitely give
And I
him a
think
run for his money.
he's gonna have a problem with Gaethje. He's gonna have a problem. I think honestly, if Tony Ferguson were to get himself together and actually put himself on a more, I want him to. No offense to his training camp, I love his training camp that he's with, but I think he needs to evolve and train with others. That's all I'm
he
saying.
needs to. I feel like he has like more of that backyard, do it myself, fucking kind of training camp.
And he's bullheaded.
Yeah.
He's highly bullheaded. Are we on Paul? Are we on break?
I can. You want to go break?
Yeah, go on break.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
I'll try to hit you every way I
There you
can.
You ready?
That's
ready?
You want to say
It
what
ain't
this
sliding
is?
in the DM if I'm
This
cussing
is
you out
the
the
DM,
whole
so
motherfucking
tell
time.
him.
That's
Okay,
not
so we're ready.
sliding.
Hold on.
Yes,
Quiet on the
it's been
set.
ready, dude. Okay.
All right, let's go. So this is the DM here. We're back, and this is the DM. We're about to show the DM from apparently Jolie Poirier to McGregor. The slide of the
You want to
DM.
read this? Go ahead and read that. I don't know what that means, but it's just.
Yeah. And there is no
Okay, so
message.
This
folks,
is
but
this
we're proving
Poirier
the point.
talking shit back.
Your trash talk is as thin as your hair these days. See it soon, boy. Your wife wants to see the hair around my dick and balls, bro. See what that's like? It's a real message. Request made. No trash talk. Man to man, it's fucked up. I seen your interview with Mike. You think it was fake? It's not.
Okay, so what do you mean by the interview from Mike? What is that? What do you interview with?
I'm not too
You
sure.
know,
Well, right now
It
it's
was
like
another
it's showing.
podcast interview.
Okay.
It's a screen recording of McGregor going through his DMs.
And how do you know this is for sure his account? It's because he like shows it.
Wait, it shows
Well,
accept.
because
It shows a
accept-
pending,
accept- yeah, it's a
pending
pending
message from
message.
Jolie Poirier. It says accept message request from Jolie Poirier. So, even though he didn't accept it, obviously, so you can't read the message. But the fact still remains that Jolie Poirier is still trying to slide into
Just
DMs.
sliding.
So what he
Yeah.
was saying is still not a lie.
Yeah, it's not.
He's telling the truth. Is the point. Now, what